morning, everyone. I thought I would pop on today. I'm just leaving now to go to work. But I had a dream last night, which I wanted to share with you all. And I think it's an important message that we should all remain vigilant during these end times. That even the enemy can come into your dreams to try and attack you. Anyway, it's not a very long dream, but I think the message is quite important. So in this particular dream, I was in a big city. It was a cold city. It was winter, like probably snowy kind of weather, and it looked very much, I've never been to Moscow, but it looked very much like it was Moscow or somewhere in Russia or Ukraine or somewhere in that particular region of Europe. And we were on a bus, like a tourist bus, that was taking us around the city, and I was quite enjoying it. And then we stopped off at this one stop where we got off, and I found it really strange that there were a whole bunch of people, probably 200, 300, 400 people, that were all dressed in guerrilla uniforms. And I mean guerrilla, they look like they were gorillas, like they like the kind of gorilla suits that you would get at Halloween that people would dress up in, and that is what they looked like. They had these gorilla suits on, and it was the fur on the gorillas were black, but they were all congregated inside a bar. So all the gorillas were like drinking. And then the gorilla started to leave the bar and went into the square, can I say. Sorry, my phone keeps going down. My phone holder is not the best. And they went out into the square, all the gorillas, after they were drinking. And I knew in the dream that I didn't want to socialize with any of the gorillas, that it was really weird even for me in the dream. And it wasn't people that I wanted to necessarily be around with. So I didn't even enter the bar. Like we were going to, but I was like, oh, I don't have time for this. And I started walking through the square as the gorillas around me dispersed. And at one stage, I was alone, and just walking. And all I was doing, I was walking back to wherever I was staying at, whether that was like an apartment or hotel or whatever. And just at that point in time, there was a guy that came, and he was dressed all in black. He had black pants on. He had a black shirt on. He had a long black trench coat on. And he effectively came and literally swept me off my feet. Like he came and picked me up. And I was aware that when he picked me up, he was very, very strong. And my dress at the back was actually showing my butt for how he was picking me up. And he just started to kiss me. And it wasn't a very long kiss, but I immediately knew that it was someone that I had known from my childhood, who I had, and I'm going to say in a very loose term, we dated, but it was a childhood dating thing. We never kissed, we never, nothing. It was it was only dating in the sense of a title rather than anything. And my immediate reaction was, like, I sort of pushed him away, and I said, what about your wife and your 2 children? Because I knew in the real life he had a partner, and I knew that he had 2 children, and I couldn't figure out why he was kissing me, or he came all this way. And then I realized, and I said his name, and I said, are you a vampire? And then he just vanished into thin air. So one moment he was holding me up, and the next moment he was gone. And he also appeared out of the blue, like I didn't see him coming. It was as though he was super fast, and he was able to get into my personal space. And I feel like he was it was potentially because I never gave into any of his advances for our relationship to go any further. That is potentially why he needed to come and do this in my dream. And then in my dream, with me mentioning his wife and his 2 children, it showed that I still had standards, and I still wouldn't necessarily agree with that. Like it was sort of he had to steal a kiss in order to do it, if I can say that. Throughout the Bible, there's many scripture relating to people that drink blood, and we shouldn't drink blood, and there's a reason for that. So let me be clear, I don't actually think that vampires exist, but demonic energy vampires, or demons that suck blood, they do exist. And I do think that that is potentially what it was. It was an attack of the enemy. I have since gone onto this person's Facebook, and I don't necessarily follow them. I haven't really seen posts from them for the last 8 years, I suppose. I'm not really interested in anything to do with their daily life, and I noticed that on their Facebook, it's really, really strange that they've changed their employment to their surname and son's psychic. Is it psychic investigations or something? So I actually think what had happened was that he's potentially become a warlock. He's gone to the dark side. He's been filled with demons and become demonic. He's probably got into all the witchcraft stuff, and as a result of that, it's those demons that have come to attack me. So I just want to say, please pray, the blood of Yeshua over you every night when you go to bed. Pray that you are protected, and if you have Yahushua's blood over you, then nothing can get to you. The enemy is not able to do anything if you actually say the name, and if you pray that blood, Yahushua's blood over you. There's power in the name of Yahushua. There's power in his blood, and just stay safe out there, guys, and hope you all have a wonderful day.